Have you ever prayed for something with everything inside you, and then nothing happened? You visualized it. You wrote it down. You looked at the sky and whispered, "Please, give me a sign." But all you got was silence. You watched others being chosen, loved, promoted, seen, while you stayed here, in the same familiar room, surrounded by bills and old questions. And a quiet voice in your head began to whisper, "Maybe the universe forgot me. Maybe I'm not worthy." You kept trying to believe. You tried to stay positive. But the harder you tried, the heavier your heart became. You once believed in effort. Then you believed in miracles. Now, both are quiet. And right at the moment when you feel ready to give up, another kind of door begins to open. You're not alone. Many souls have walked through this silent land, the place where every manifest technique stops working, where trust and let go sounds like a spell that lost its magic. You repeated affirmations every morning, listened to healing music at night, wrote down your beautiful goals, and yet there's still a shadow inside you that hasn't been touched. The pain isn't in not having what you want. It's in not knowing what to believe anymore. And that's okay. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to breathe. You don't have to spiritualize your pain. You just have to be honest with it. Sometimes that honesty is the first hand the universe places on your shoulder. Maybe the universe isn't silent to punish you. Maybe it's silent so you'll stop. Stop speaking on behalf of your fear. Stop pretending that you're okay. Have you noticed? Each time you truly stop demanding, something begins to move again. When you stop clinging to love, you suddenly feel more complete, and someone shows up. When you stop fearing money, opportunities start flowing in from unexpected doors. When you stop trying to be peaceful, you realize peace has been breathing inside you all along. That's the paradox of life. When you stop searching, you begin to see. Not because things suddenly fall from the sky, but because the fog finally lifts. And who created the fog? The I that tried to control everything. The universe never abandoned you. It just refuses to feed the illusion that says, "When I get that thing, I'll be okay." It waits. It listens. It stays silent. Until the voice of fear grows tired, and life itself can finally speak. Because the universe doesn't speak in words, it speaks in frequencies. You're not heard through your thoughts, but through your vibration. The way you breathe, the way you walk, the way you meet a disappointing morning. Life mirrors that frequency. Now do something small, real, human. Tomorrow when you wake up, don't ask for another sign. Just pour a glass of water, place your hand on your chest, and whisper, "Thank you for letting me still be here." No need to believe, no need to understand. Just live as if you're already being heard. Then, take a sheet of paper. Write down 3 things. What are you most afraid of right now? What do you think you must have to feel safe? What's one simple thing you could do today to be kind to yourself? Read those lines like listening to a child. Don't fix them. Don't teach them to be strong. Just say softly, "I understand." That's when the universe speaks. Through your hand, through the ink, through the tear that dares to fall. Then go outside. Walk for 10 minutes, aimless. Feel the sound of your steps, the wind on your skin, the scent of morning air. You're not practicing presence, you're living it. Just 10 minutes a day of living as if the universe is right here. Because it is. When a tough decision comes, instead of begging, "Please show me," try this. If I've already been heard, what would kindness choose right now? This question places you in the frequency of already being answered, and from there, your actions shift the energy. The universe doesn't test you with exams. It moves through your gentle, conscious choices. If fear about money rises, don't drown it in fake positivity. Look straight at it and say, "I'm scared." Then do one small act that vibrates abundance. Organize your wallet, transfer a few dollars into savings, or send a kind message to someone. Each tiny act whispers clearly into life's field. I'm here. I'm alive. One day, you'll realize you haven't asked for a sign in weeks. Not because you've given up, but because you've been busy living. And as you live like that, the right things start finding you. You meet someone at the perfect time. You stumble upon a sentence that feels written just for you. An old message suddenly replies after months of silence. You smile. Not because the universe finally heard, but because you finally started listening. Silence is no longer frightening. It's become a space where the real can appear. You no longer measure faith by results. You measure it by the fullness you feel in the smallest acts. Washing dishes like a quiet ceremony. Folding blankets as if putting a piece of life in order. Walking down the street like entering an old familiar song. Maybe your account isn't full yet. Maybe not every answer has arrived. But you can feel the current of life flowing again. And what you've been seeking in every manifestation was really this feeling all along. The sense of being held from within. Tonight, if you look up at the sky and hear nothing, remember this. That silence isn't empty. It's so full that every noise must bow before it. When you stop speaking for fear, you start hearing the whisper of life. Keep 3 small things with you. 1 real breath when the heart rushes. 1 gentle question when you're lost. If I'm already being heard, what would I choose today? 1 abundant act each morning. Pour water. Touch your heart. Say thank you. You don't have to fight the darkness. Just add light, a little at a time. And light doesn't shout. It simply is. And when it is, everything else begins to change. If someday you forget again, if you find yourself waiting for a sign, smile. Because the very moment you notice you're waiting, that is the sign. You just came home. Maybe the universe never pretended not to hear you. It was just waiting for you to stop pretending to be someone else. When you return to being who you truly are, gentle, honest, kind, every answer appears. Not tomorrow, now, right here, in this breath.